A very good morning, everybody. Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Ji, Bhavnagar University organized a very interesting webinar on National Education Policy 2020. In this webinar, it was decided by Honorable Vice Chancellor Sri Dr. Mahipat Singh Ji Chawda sir that all the faculty members, all the teachers, the principals of the constituent colleges, they will speak something about National Education Policy 2020. All of us were given various topics to talk about it. I was very fortunate that I was given a very interesting topic, which is also an area of my interest and my passion also. There are three parts of this national education policy, in which first is about school, second is about higher education, and the third part, part number 3, is about other key areas of focus. Within this other key areas of focus, there is point number 24, point number 24, which was given to me to speak something about it. And this point number 24 is about online and digital education here. National Education Policy 2020 takes care that the education system has to change, keeping in mind 21st century needs. So online and digital education, in this topic number 24, NEP tries to say that we have to ensure equitable use of technology. Equitable use of technology should be ensured in NEP 2020. Before beginning or at the entry of this particular topic, NEP recommends that we are into new circumstances and a newer kind of realities that we are facing here. What they mean by new circumstances and realities is that it keeps an idea of pandemic which is ongoing, coronavirus pandemic that is ongoing. So that point is considered here, that amidst this pandemic virus, the kind of new circumstances we are facing, or the new realities which we are facing in education system, is taken care of. And then there is this dire need of ensuring equitable use of technology so far as online and digital education is concerned. Apart from that, we also can see that newer realities are about new forms of economies. New forms of economies which are developing, wherein we require people with different kinds of skill sets. We are undergoing a kind of disruptions. Lots of disruptions happening because of technology in our lives. And will our NEP ensure equitable use of technology so that these disruptions can be faced by our youth, the new generation, the future generation, or not? Obviously, the major concern for this is our digital divide also. So in point number 24, there is lots of care and consideration for digital divide, to see that everybody gets that equitable use of technology, and the problem of digital divide can be answered in one or the other ways. NEP has also thought of NEFT, which is going to take care of various concerns regarding technology used in our education field. Apart from all these things, very clearly in point number 24, NEP recommended these points, that there should be a pilot study of online education. There is a need of digital infrastructure that is to be required. Online teaching platforms and tools need to be worked out. E-content creation is at the center of those things. Digital repositories are very important part that is recommended here. Need of virtual labs for science and practical subjects. Training teachers and training initiatives are necessarily required for online and digital education. Online testing and assessment, online exams, is also the core concern for this point. Blended learning is at the center here in this part, and then laying down standards for online digital education is also at the center of this there. Having said this, I would like to suggest that when we think of online teaching, in our environment, and when we want to think also of equitable use of technology, then do we have, or what kind of possibilities do we have that we can use some kinds of technology which can be easily available, which doesn't require high end of technological use, wherein teachers may not be required to master technology than their subject, because our core subjects are always more important than the technology. The same point number 24 also refers the technology is just a vehicle. It is the means, it is not the end is our core subject. So what kind of an easy technology can be explored by teachers who are not very techno friendly, very easy technology. The areas where the high end of technology, high bandwidth, 4G network is not reaching out, what kind of technology can reach out there, that things are also very important when we think of this. I would like to give you 2 or 3 demos, 3 examples I want to give of online teaching, wherein we can ensure minimum use of technology, and yet online teaching can be a kind of a good example, a kind of a pilot study we can think of these 3 methods that I am planning to display here. First one is this digital board. And this first idea about this point is a glass board, we can say. So glass board is very easy to make. There is no need to purchase any software or any hardware, just a simple transparent glass and LED light, and then your glass board is ready. The way I am working on this, it is very easy. It is homemade one with the help of just a local carpenter and local electrician. So when we think of becoming Atmanirbhar or going or becoming vocal for local, at that time this technology of glass is going to be of great use when we ensure lot many other things about Atmanirbharta, as well as being going vocal for local things. So this doesn't require any other kinds of technology, but simple glass and an LED light is required. That is one way that we can think of online teaching as a pilot study. Second point that is important is that it is a digital viewer. If you see a digital viewer or document camera kind of a thing that it is shown. So I will display that kind of a thing. I would request to have lights here, so we can display this point here. Lights, yeah. Okay. So this is a digital viewer here, and this kinds of device, a simple device which has a kind of a document camera here, and a simple thing. It doesn't require any technology to be used, and you put any object on this. You can put a paper and you can write on this. This camera will capture and will show live to everybody there. So this simple thing, if you want to put any objects, if you want to show anything, 3D objects also can be visible, and this device do not require any kind of high end of technology. So when we talk about equitable use of technology, when we think of digital divide, and the teachers who are not well versed in using great amount of technology, then simple device like this can be of great use. In case if we think that, well, this also is little bit costly and where people can afford this or not, if that are our concerns, then I would recommend one more different thing here, and this is like this is just a simple glass. This is just a simple glass here, and this glass you put it here. There is a piece of paper or the knot that I want to show here, and just by putting this, and if I put my just a camera here, and I can display the things. Putting a camera on this when I am taking my live class, or when I am taking a live class, or I am just recording a video here, and then below this I can write. I can write here things. So this is also the very easy technique. This is very easy technique that it is very simple kind of online teaching ideas, or pre-recording videos for that also, and it doesn't require any kind of technology, only this and a mobile phone, and you have glass board, you have digital viewer, everything into this thing also. So maybe I request to put off lights here. So this kinds of things are something that is very importantly becoming necessary in our point number 24, ensuring equitable use of technology for everybody in this context here. So coming to the final part of the thing that I wanted to share is that when we think of this as an institute or an individual teacher, either as an institute or as an individual teacher, what becomes necessary is that do I have my own model or not? Do I have my model of online digital education, where this also becomes necessary part of the thing there. If I think of model in this aspect, what can be an ideal model when I look for this? And I can think of ideal model in a way like if I imagine a kind of a pyramid here, a pyramid of model, if I try to imagine here, then I would say that at the bottom what I want in this pyramid is something like what we call it is LMS plus CMS. So we can say learning management system plus content management system. That is what is necessarily required at the foundation of my pyramid of or my model of ensuring equitable use of technology in online and digital education there. So what will this do is like it should help me in collaborative activities, and apart from that it also gives me cloud storage for teachers' content, video resources and PDFs and images and whatever content is required, cloud storage as well as this. And it also, because it is learning management system, it also puts a track. It also puts a track of progression of students. Progression of student also is necessary in this, but that is my foundation when I think of these things here. Then second one important part is here is digital communication links, links there. And I would say that, well, people are using a lot of WhatsApp nowadays, but safety of students, safety and security on digital platform is very important, and so email groups are preferable choice rather than WhatsApp kind of groups there, where we expose our students personal numbers, privacy to the entire class. And that's why my preference for digital communication links is much less so far as WhatsApp is concerned or any such kind of platform is concerned, but email groups or Google groups or Yahoo groups is a preferred choice for this. That is the second important part in this pyramid that is required. The third important part in this pyramid is about live teaching. So the platforms required for live teaching, like we're talking about OT platforms and tools, online teaching platforms and tools, live teaching platforms like we have very popular Zoom, WebEx, MS Teams, Meet, lot many things. So which will be the live teaching platform that becomes necessary part here when we look at those things. Then in what comes in this model is about pre-recorded videos. So how are we going to ascertain pre-recording of videos? Well, mobile phones all teachers have now. So far as infrastructure, digital infrastructure of this is concerned, digital infrastructure of this idea is concerned, almost everybody has a reasonably good mobile phone and a camera. But what to do with these videos? How to edit those videos? Where are the softwares to edit videos? Then where to upload? Popularly people use YouTube for uploading the videos, or any other platforms which people can think of. So pre-recording of videos, editing of videos, and then uploading at some storage. It can be some kind of drive, or Dropbox or any of this platform can be also used for pre-recorded videos and the sharing of that there. And final and very important part of the final and the thing is about assessment. Assessment, very important part of this, and obviously we want it online. So online digitally intervened assessment of students, and we also want it happening continuously. It should not be at the end of the term only, but continuously going on process of assessment, and that also with the help of technology and online and this day. So when we think of this other key areas, point number 24, online digital education, and also ensuring equitable use of technology for all these recommended ideas that are required there. At that time, our pyramid, like a personal as a teacher, my pyramid, or as an institute, what should be the pyramid that is necessary for that. You can use any tools here. Instead of YouTube, you can use Vimeo or other thing. You can, instead of Drive, you can use any of the Microsoft platforms. But then what you necessarily will require here is learning management or content management system. That should be the foundation of this model. About that, we require digital communication links which ensures safety and security of our students. Live teaching platforms, we require online teaching platforms and tools. Recording facilities of our videos and editing and then uploading at some place. And then very important is online assessment, which is supposed to be continuously happening in this environment there. I hope I have made my point regarding part number 3, other key areas of focus, online and digital education, and this is about ensuring equitable use of technology for everybody there. Thank you very much for listening this video. Thanks a lot, everybody. Yeah.